And let me tell you one thing, a man's idea of peace very often means a woman silently tolerating all of his disrespect.
Until I came on TikTok, I've never noticed how many white women love black men. And if you don't believe me, just go look at my page. There are white women all over the place who are waiting for single black men, so...
I fear men as a gender have completely lost the plot because I just saw a video of 4 men standing on a table in a club above women with go-yard purses? You lost me at standing on the table in the club, but purses?
Serena, but why don't you been to like someone else? I'm like,
oh.
And you moved on immediately. But I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes. But I need to confess, I told you a lie.
These modern women are thinking that men are broken or they're lazy. No, they're just choosing to be at peace. They're just choosing to save their energy rather than coming out here wrestling with you.
Is it really so much to ask for to find a guy that actually just gives a flying about you? That actually gives you a little sliver of attention and their time instead of playing video games all day? Swear to God, if you get your head out of your you'd be getting some head more. But you're not thinking about that one. You're not.
I just went on a date with a man, and then this other girl walks into the bar and he leaves. I go to the bathroom, I come back. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna go. We walk outside. The bartender, who I'm very good friends with because my best friend works at this bar, is like, yeah, he just left. I cannot do it. I can't date men anymore.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
I'm not asking to date you. I'm just asking if there are any. But my current issue is, where are all the men? Are there any straight men in this room? No straight men in this room? I'm not asking to date you. I'm just asking if there are any. In my 20s. Is anyone here in their 20s? Dating. If you're not, is anyone else here dating on the apps? This is obviously not my dating pool. Go back to Melbourne.
A lot of these modern women are asking for a provider man, a traditional man, that sort of type of romance, right? But then you're not really going to love and respect a man like he's asking for. You're not even going to be doing 25% of that.
Do some of these guys on the dating apps and the single site realize how creepy they are? The minute a lady talks on there just about how dating is difficult and finding someone good, they flock to your DMs and want to take you here and take you there and want you to come over and watch a movie. That is creepy as to me. I need something a little more organic. They're always the old men. No offense, old men, but I don't like older men. So my rant is over. I'm very polite in saying that I'm talking to a couple of people right now. I'm not looking really to add anyone else into the mix. Is that polite?
Hi, women don't leave good men. It usually takes a woman a really long time to leave a bad one. From a young age, women are socially conditioned to attach, endure, and repair. And we're taught that love requires patience, sacrifice, and trying harder, even when we're unhappy. Many women stay not because it makes sense, but because we're conditioned to take responsibility and make it work. Women don't walk away from emotional safety, consistency, respect, and accountability, and growth. So if a man talks badly about his exes or women in general, psychologically that signals blame shifting, lack of accountability, and low emotional maturity, and resentful attachment. That's not bad luck with women, it's a pattern. You're not the lucky one. Women don't leave good men. If he's claiming he did nothing wrong in every past relationship, you're going to find out why the hard way.
These modern women are interviewing men like they're products, right? But they don't really offer anything in return. And I think that's what most men have a problem with, is I'm getting interviewed, but I'm not going to get anything back.
You said where we be at, out the way. rubbing our feet together, enjoying our own company. Where are all the fine single women at home or at work? Somewhere trying to figure out what fun activity I'm gonna do next with myself, me, myself, and I. Not outside in the snow. It's cold.
The snow has pee in it.
I don't want to be outside. It's winter. Snow is falling.
The snow has pee in it.
So if you're wondering where the finance mama's at, all the single ladies are at home, under their blankets, unbothered, watching their favorite show, rubbing their feet together, minding their business. Call me back.
Hey, I got a question. Where the single ladies at? Because I feel like there's a lot of single fellas out here. And they say it's single ladies out here, but I don't know. Like I said, once again, we don't know where to find them at. So I tell you what, if you're a single, good woman, get on this post right quick. Let us know. Let us know where you from, where you at. And if you're single, we want to see y'all. Because I know there's a lot of y'all out there. But I'm having trouble finding y'all. I'm having trouble running into y'all. So we need y'all to report to this post and comment down below. And let's see you. I'm out.
Modern women ever really expected a man to leave the dating spaces, stop coming to singles events. That's why they're so surprised a lot of times. It's because it's just a fact of life. Men always like women. They love everything about a woman. They can't turn away from a woman. And when he does, it's like, how could he?
Let's talk about why men lose interest. And no, it's not always about looks. Men lose interest when they feel unappreciated, when their effort goes unnoticed, when they feel like they're constantly proving themselves. A man can handle stress, but he won't stay where he feels invisible. Respect matters more to men than most people realize, and appreciation fuels connection. If a man feels valued, he invests. If he feels dismissed, he withdraws. To everyone who's already part of this community, thank you. You're the heartbeat of this show. And if you haven't joined us yet, just tap that follow or subscribe button. I would love it if you did.
Sometimes it feels like you've almost been taught to make excuses for him. Like if he's silent, maybe because it's shy. If he's being distant, maybe because it's just that he's so deep. And if he's being inconsistent, maybe it's because he has fear. But honestly, fear of rejection shouldn't make someone disappear. It just makes them fumble a little awkward. It can make them show up scared, but it doesn't make them not show up entirely. So I decided to ask Magneta, and if you've never heard of Magneta, it's really great. It's like ChatGPT for women. But I asked her, what are signs that he's just scared of rejection or just not into it at all? And she said scared of rejection looks like him being nervous around you, not distant. Stammering through jokes, not going cold. If his fear keeps him from trying at all, that's still a no. Your time shouldn't wait for his courage. You don't need to build him a story where his inaction is about his feelings instead of his choices.
A lot of these men have learned, or they're learning, that they're only welcome if they've been pre-approved. They're only welcomed if I'm attractive to you. If I come up and I try to approach you, just being a nice person, you're going to treat me like I'm a creep just because I'm not attracted to you. I'm not attractive to you.
Something my female clients just cannot stand is having to actually be in their masculine. When a woman is in her divine feminine, she feels she's in that safe place. She can have that princess treatment. She is a goddess. She feels protected and so loved. Because of that, if she's in a relationship with this guy, if he's in his divine masculine, he feels powerful. He feels good. He knows he can take care. And together, it would be very hard to not be in that place. If you truly are in your divine masculine energy or your divine feminine energy, you're going to feel good. Like life itself will flow so much better. And I feel something right now that is going on, you could say, in the matrix, in a sense, where those energies are all mixed up.
Yin and yang, right? Yeah. They've done studies on this too with like breadwinners of the home. And if the female is the breadwinner, actually the divorce rates are higher.
Yeah, 100%.
And I always thought it was just a money thing. But when you look deeper into it on a spiritual level with these energies, it makes sense.
So true, 100%. I have never met a woman that didn't want her man to put effort in, to be a powerhouse.
How men are treated in a lot of these systems has fundamentally altered the way they approach things and they go about things. You wonder why men are checking out of society and why men are not buying into a lot of this nonsense. It's because modern women and the system really honestly and truly continue to screw them over and over again. And y'all not hearing them when they say, hey, I don't think that this is fair.
I think women should be treated like goddesses.
And why are you showing me this clip, human known as Black Spider Guy advice?
I think if men want access to women, there shouldn't be like a I give you money.
I showed you that clip because I need your help, Isaac. And why the would I help a lowly Negro such as yourself? Aren't you supposed to be a hero of logic? Why not use your power of common sense to defeat these so-called feminists?
And you fold my laundry. You give me money and I give you the time of day at all. That's the way that I see it.
My world plagued this virus. Ideology. It's corrupted them. It's creating more division than our world can handle. I need to apologize.
Would you ever buy dinner for a man? No.
Interesting. If I were to erase this ideology from the minds of all the people on Earth, let's speak on what you will owe me in return.
I am a single 30-year-old woman with 3 children driving a minivan checking out other dads.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
Some men can't get past the fact that I have 4 kids, which is bullcrap.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
So I don't need a provider. They don't need a father. So what's the hang up? Because
you said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
I'm 28, a single mom, just divorced, and this dating pool is like not it.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
I don't get it. Like, where's the real people that want a relationship? Because I'm not finding any of that.
You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you're a single mom.
Modern women will probably never understand that the peace a man feels after stepping away, stepping back from a chaotic dating market. It just peace, a sense of security, a sense of just overall relaxation. I don't have anybody telling me I'm doing something wrong when I'm doing something right. Fantastic feeling.
If you look at dating app data, there is a tendency for basically very attractive men, high status men, to do really well on dating apps, to get a lot of attention from a lot of women. And then for the bottom chunk of men, in terms of attractiveness, to get none, to just get no matches whatsoever. And this is a tendency, it's called hypergamy, female hypergamy, that women will tend to want to marry up socially. So they'll want to marry a man who is richer than them, better educated than them, more successful than them, etc. This is basically what you see when people are left to their own devices on dating apps, and you can monitor it carefully. That is basically what people do. And the problem you end up with is that when you don't have a system of monogamous marriage and you don't have the expectation that people wait, there's really nothing stopping those men from just having loads of girlfriends, maybe having at the same time, like having little harems, right? You know, not calling them that, but having basically playing the field and not being forced to commit because no one expects them to really. And it's like good fun for those men. It's frustrating for the women because they're like having relationships with these men in the hope that it will turn into commitment, and then it never does. They end up feeling really bitter. And it's also frustrating for the less attractive men who are getting no attention whatsoever and who read me or listen to me saying the sexual revolution was good for men, and it's like, it wasn't good for me. It's like, I know. There's like an inbuilt inequality.
You are not having a hard time with people liking you and being attracted to you. You just don't like people who like you. You, in fact, like people who don't like you. You like people who are running from you. The person who like you right now, you don't like back. The person you like right now don't like you back. The person that don't like you back is liking somebody that don't like them back. Everybody is chasing somebody that's running away from them when you really should be pursuing those that pursue you. Okay? The issue is not availability or lack of resources. It's just that you're only considering the ones that are not considering you. Perhaps you have an addiction to rejection. Perhaps you're only interested in those who are not interested in you. I'm trying to tell you, all the people that I'm sitting here saying, when I say you are somebody's dream girl or guy, they say, oh, but what if they're not my dream girl or dream guy? Your dream girl or dream guy is not interested in you. How could they possibly be your dream? How is that possible? Why do you want people that don't want you? Please advise. Because at this point, you're not single because nobody wants you. You're single because you don't want the people that want you.
It is so frustrating that people will see an independent woman and think like this is just what she loved to do. Why isn't that y'all look at it like this is a necessity for her? This was not a preference. We would love nothing more than to feel safe enough to be soft, to let down our guard, and to truly be vulnerable. But softness truly requires security, and not a lot of people can provide us with that. People truly forget and just don't even recognize that strength in our case truly came from absence, not abundance. We didn't want to choose to be the providers, the protectors, the problem solvers, but nobody else showed up, so we had to be that. So yes, we're independent, but it's not because we want to. It's not because we don't desire partnership. It's not because we don't desire support and someone to really lean on and love on us. We're truly independent because life has demanded it out of us, and being dependent on the wrong person in the past has cost us way too much. What we really want is to feel held without having to fall apart first, and love without proving why we are so worthy of it. So what y'all can do for us is just be there for us, support us, love on us, and show up time and time again, and that trust will build, and we will become these soft, beautiful people that y'all just want us to be so bad. Because it's inside of us. We were born to be feminine and soft and sweet. Do your part, we'll do ours.
And before you decide to fix your ears to listen to and believe the horrible things a man is telling you about the woman that left him, remember, good men are hard to come by. What woman you know is hot?
You know how many I've seen leave good for bum just because they live? You know how many women I've seen leave good because they work too much to go that don't have a job? You know how many I've seen go with that's just cute or look better than their boyfriend or husband or whatever. That be saying there, y'all be trying to justify y'all being piss poor ass partners. That shit get ridiculous. Oh, you don't know a man before you fix your ears and listen. This out here that's terrible to good and ruin good. What you talking about? Why you turning villains and dogs because like this? I'm trying to tell you. Stop listening to singles, stop listening to unattractive, and stop listening to too pretty, because them live on a different level playing field because they ignorant as fuck sometimes. So yes, it's plenty that leave good for that's lesser. Simple as that.
Women don't need the protection anymore, and we certainly do not need toxic masculinity that breeds hatred.
You don't get to just assess masculinity. I've seen feminism and hatred as well. You don't just get to blame it on men.
Well, I feel it's a lot less likely with women, and as a society, we need to soften men and maybe teach them to embrace a kinder, more feminine side.
The reason you don't feel the protection that maybe women receive in the past from men is because, for the most part, we're providing it a lot better. You look at the military forces, the police forces of the world, those are 90% men. And you better be down on your knees thanking God at night that there's still men who embrace their masculinity and stick their necks out for us to protect society. Because without the masculine, strong men, what's protecting you? What's standing between you and the dictatorships, the monarchy, the terrorists of the past, to society? And you look at the construction around the world, we're talking hard physical labor. 90% men again to build hospitals and infrastructure. You take men away, where would society be? We're not asking you to stop being a woman. So I'd appreciate it if you'd stop asking men to stop being men. We need more masculinity in the world. We certainly don't need to stop it.
This is going to trigger a lot of women. And if it triggers you, that means it was meant for you.
I don't avoid the truth just because someone's ego is not ready to take it. A lot of women proudly say I have standards, but what they really mean is I want a man who gives me everything while I give the bare minimum. You want a man who's emotionally mature, financially stable, loyal, masculine, emotionally intelligent, while you can't handle accountability. You don't know how to communicate. You expect him to read your mind. You don't want a partnership. You want a provider, a therapist, a mind reader, all in one man. You demand emotional maturity, but you get defensive the moment you're called out. You want consistency, but chase men who give you anxiety because chaos feels exciting. You say you want a masculine leader, but reject anything that requires you to show up feminine. You call it high standards, but it's really just entitlement. Standards aren't about what you demand from others. Standards are about what you demand from yourself. If you want emotional maturity, heal your triggers. If you want consistency, stop entertaining inconsistency. If you want depth, stop showing up shallow. If you want leadership, be someone worth leading. And that's why you keep getting hurt. Not because good men don't exist, but because you're not the woman your ideal man would choose. Build your standards on your character, not fantasies. Because when you call entitlement empowerment or feminism, it's not confidence, it's delusion.
It's always that one, it has to be a man that did this.
Just another day in the office. Viewer discretion is advised.
He see I parked like this. I'm straight, but I park kind of wide, so no one would want to park next to me because they might feel like the driver can't drive. I don't know. That's my train of thought. But then I'm going to find one person that parks right next to me. Jeez, Louise.
This is what we got to deal with. And to think she actually thought this was the right thing to post. When she recorded it, she thought, oh yeah, the girlies are going to back me up on this until you went in the comment section. Nah, everybody called you stupid. Because the only person that did something dumb in that equation was you. How do you get mad at somebody for parking correctly? Like, make it make sense. Y'all not even trying anymore. Some of y'all just get on here, say anything, and expect the women to validate it. No. Women are waking up. They said, nah, we done with the We followed down the stupidity train long enough, and no more. They fried her in the damn comments, as they should have. Because why would you even do this? It's one thing that you parked incorrectly, but it's a completely different thing when you pull out your phone, record it, post it online, and before you post it, you watch it back and say to yourself, I'm going to get him with this one. Just for you to post it and everybody fry you. Not one comment agreed with what you were doing. Talking about it's always that one person. You're that one person. This woman clearly has an IQ of a sausage biscuit to believe that the public would actually agree with her. What really be wrong with some of y'all? But you know what? I think if you actually sat her down and tried to have a conversation with her, she would stand on her belief that she's right. And because of that, I know she wouldn't listen to what I'm saying because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Everyone is talking about the male loneliness epidemic, but no one's actually talking about how bad it actually is. The statistics are terrifying, and they explain a lot about modern dating. If you're not a Femriser yet, hit that follow button and save this post for later. At Femrise, we talk about relationships, money, careers, and wellness. The most uncomfortable truths that actually matter. Here's what the research shows. 15% of men have zero close friends. 63% of men under 30 are single. It's the highest in modern history. Men are 3.5 more likely to die than women. 1 in 3 men show that they feel lonely. Male life expectancy is dropping for the first time since World War II. So yes, men are lonely. But here's one thing no one is saying. Many men want the benefits of a relationship, companionship, intimacy, emotional support without being able to offer one thing that women actually need, emotional safety. They want a woman to be their therapist, their mother, their lover, but they haven't built the emotional capacity to be a safe partner. The solution isn't for women to lower their standards. It's for men to meet the standard of emotional responsibility. Build relationships. Go to therapy. Learn to regulate their emotions. A woman cannot be your everything. She can be only your partner, and she can only do what she feels is safe with you. Women, have you been expected to be his everything? And men, do you feel this pressure? Let's talk real.
Okay, I'm coming scenario. Gotta read it. Me and my fiance been together for 3 years. Engaged for 1. I have a 4K square foot home with just me and my daughter in it. She has a 1,600 square foot home for her and her 2 kids. I'm telling her she needs to move in with me since I have the bigger home. And I'm a man first. I'm not moving in with no chick. She feels like this is my home, and because I once shared it with my ex-wife, she doesn't want to move in. She thinks we should buy a new house together. This house has a 2.5 interest rate and only a 2K mortgage. We won't find that somewhere else. I fear that this will break us because I'm not budging and neither is she. What the do we do? Okay, so what's the advice that you would give him? I feel like if y'all getting ready to get married, like there's a few things that you can do to maybe try to compromise with her. One being, if you getting married, put her on the mortgage. Maybe keeping the house and renting it out is an option. But I think she has a valid point too, because you can't tell people how to feel. And I don't think she's rejecting the fact that you have a 4,000 square foot home. That's cool. I feel like maybe it's because of the history that's in it, and she wants to have her own history with you. I think the "I'm a man first" line kind of didn't sit well with me. Only because you hear so many men be like, I'm not moving into no girl's house. But if it makes sense, in this case it don't, but if it makes sense, then it is what it is. You don't lose your position as a man by meeting her halfway, but you might definitely lose her by refusing to. Sound like it might be a little bit of a trust issue too, because if it was me, I would be moving into that 4,000 square foot home. Maybe there's an underlying issue, something that she's not telling you that you might need to get to the bottom of. I really want to know how many women would not move in with this man simply because his ex-wife used to live there. But look, somebody better get him some sound advice, because it sounds like they on the verge of breaking up over this home situation. What y'all think about that?
Just, you have sort of an effort imbalance where you have a lot of men doing the majority of the work and the woman thinking it's okay to have the option. I was just listening to a woman recently talk about equality is me having the option to have you help me or leave me alone. No, equality is having the same chance at something, not for me to come up and continue trying to talk to you. That's your preference.